Hi again. I just want to talk about how I set my hours for my food stand. Okay, that's the advantage of working for yourself. You can set your hours however you want. You can work 2 days, one day. And as far as myself, I work 4 days a week out of my food stand. So the reason I do that because right now the food stand is not built up enough clientele for me to just quit my jobs. I have to maintain so until I create enough steady customer base. Because people are just now still learning about me. So I work 4 days a week um, in the food stand, Tuesday through Friday, and Tuesdays is kind of pushy for me because I will be working at my part-time job that evening. So I only do like 3 hours on Tuesday, like 11:30 to 2:30. Then I shut it down. Um, then the other days, Wednesday through Friday, I work my serving hours are 11:30 to 4:30. So I set it up that way. And it seems to work out for me because I'm mainly serving lunch and supper meal. Of course, if they want supper, they got to get here before 4:30 for me to prepare it for them. That is how I do my hours, and also my setup in here. So I was telling you guys in one of my previous videos that I do still partially do like the catering set up along with food that has to be cooked right then and there. Because I don't have the space for a full stove, I only have my refrigeration, and also the your menu. I see right now. I probably will cut down on my dessert menu. I have 6 desserts, so probably after this week, I'll probably have four or less 2 to 3. That should be enough for anybody to decide if they what piece of cake they want. But I am gonna continue to have the desserts. But the way I do, I prep my foods like the cakes, because cakes will last 3 or 4 days, or maybe longer in the refrigerator, according to what kind of cake you have. So I keep my cakes refrigerated, and my pies. So I try to do all of them either the like that Monday or that Sunday, and I either freeze them or put them in the refrigerator. Then I ice them after they get cold, and they're ready for the week. So I'm done with my desserts. As far as my hot foods, I'm using crock pots. So that's my hot foods. Then I serve like there's baked beans, green beans, and corn. That's my corn. And over here is my sauces, like for my hot wings. And this is the barbecue sauce for the other wings. And I dip my chicken wings. I really do think I'm going to have to end up getting another warmer. My warmer, one of them's not working right. Now this right here, this is like for my grilled chicken um, salads. I use that meat for that. And this is my cheese sauce. And then I have food in the refrigerator. But that's my setup. And all of my frozen meats and stuff is in here. That's my frozen meats and all of that. And my french fries. Uh, so, like, the only thing that I'll be cooking in here is like my meats, like my fried chicken and my french fries. And also I have a George Foreman grill, like for my hamburgers. That's my George Foreman grill right there. And then I got this right here, this Elite Gourmet. That's my deep fryer. Of course, I got some backup deep fryers just in case this one acts up, but that's the main one. And it has 2 baskets in it. You know, I'm sorry if you can't see all of it. I'm using my phone here to do this camera. But that is my basic setup. And my drinks, I just do 2 drinks. As you can see, I don't fill them all the way up because I learned filling a lot of times if you're not selling it all, a lot of that will go to waste, and you got to remake more tea and lemonade. So, and the tea from the tea bags, I noticed it went to the bad quick. The tea does, so you have to watch that about that. And also, the best ones to use instead of the tea bags is this right here. That right there makes better tea. And then my lemonade, of course you can see where I shop. I go to Walmart and find most of my stuff. That's your lemonade. That's what I use for lemonade. Yeah, so that's my setup. Yeah, I make my drinks down here. It was just so much easier to just try to do as much as you can in your location where you're working from, because even though I'm right here in the same yard as my home, it's still hot out there, and it's a bit of a walk, you know, from my house to this food stand. So you want to make sure your setup is just right for serving food, and everything's in there, like your condiments. And you know, I bought all my supplies months and months before I even started selling. So as you can see, there's my supplies, all of that. Oh, mostly the stuff you can find on Amazon. Um, I mean, you just gotta learn how to maneuver. And I've set up several businesses because I have that like entrepreneurial spirit. You know, I've had several businesses that I've tried and stuff. And Facebook is also where I've gotten most of my business for my food stand. Because a lot of the people that know me are on Facebook. You know, um, I just put an ad in the paper too, because there's a lot of people that don't know me on Facebook and don't know anything about me on my Facebook page. Yeah, and also with this kind of setup, I don't care what kind of business you have. You want to have an online presence as far as a business web page, as far as where people can order your product. So I got a menu that online with all of my food items, so they can put orders through that menu. I even use Cash App, and you know the old fashioned just cash, and I take debit. I take debit cards. You want to be set up every which way you can to make it convenient for your customers to pay for your product, whatever it is, whether it's food or something anything you're selling. So I am set up for that. I do go through PayPal. Um, so I have a account with them, and they sent me like a card reader. So yeah, you want that. You want to have a card reader because there's a lot of customers that may not use their cash, may not carry a lot of cash. Nowadays, people use cards more so than cash. They just use cards for everything. They keep very little cash. I know that's I don't keep a whole lot of cash on me. I use my cards and stuff. Um, I gotta keep track of the time because it won't be long till people will be. Uh, I don't open until 11:30. But I just wanted to give you some pointers of I how I've got my business set up. Um, You know, you just want your storefront to be, even if it is in your front yard, and you want everything to be set up professional. When you present your food out that window, you want it to be professional. You know, just you want your customers to be happy with the food that they receive from you. Um, oh, the meats, if you can, like for your fried chicken, but you don't want to be standing there battering fried chicken. You need to have all of that stuff prepared and frozen. Pull it out your freezer, stick it in the hot fryer, and cook your food. Because that's the only way that you got to do a lot of pre-prep with food and stuff when you're selling it. You got to think of how you can save time and everything when you're selling food. If you can, whatever you can do ahead of time, like cut up your salads. Like I serve salads out of. I mean, I make sure everything is just served, and I sell steaks out here. So you can get like two gigantic steaks. Like I bought some sirloin. One pack had two big steaks. Well, you could take those steaks for $10. I got enough that I can make 4 plates. So I get like $12 for my plate. So I bought the steaks for $10. Okay, and if I can get 4 plates out of those steaks at $12, so I've made my money back. Plus 12 times 4 is 48. So my clearing in that would be $36. I gained $36 out of that um uh $10 worth of steaks. You just got to see how you can, and then I can afford to charge a little cheaper than what you would charge for, like if you was going into a dine-in restaurant or something like that, because I don't have any employees. It's just me cooking, so I can afford to do that, you know, um, and still come out with a profit. So, my prices are very real. Most all of my plates, with the exception of the sirloin and the uh, fish plat, uh, seafood platter. My seafood platter consists of shrimp and fish. 2 pieces of fish, and you get your fries and your slaw. Most of the time, I mean, they might use something else, but that's the most of the time you get your 2 sides, and then you get a dessert and a drink, and that plate is $12. My prices are very reasonable. I'm here to serve. I'm here to make money. Just trying to give you a few pointers on how you can do the same thing. I'm in rural Tennessee. Uh, the community that I live, the African American population is not a whole lot. I mean, there's quite a bit of number here, but not really a whole lot. So, and the jobs are not, you're just in a little small town. I live in a town that don't even have a hospital. The hospital was tore down maybe 5 or 6 years ago, so there's not even a hospital here. But I'm still, hustling, trying to survive, trying to uh, make it in the business world. I'm just doing it. You know, you just got to be creative, whatever it is that you want to do. It's one thing about food, though. It's something that people got to have every day. And you'll get a sooner repeat customer with food than you will anything, because they have to have it more often than they would clothing or some item. So whatever you're selling, think about something that is going to, they're going to need it more often. In food, they're going to need it more often, at least once to 2 or 3 times a day. So That right there is a good business to go into as far as a side gig or a business, even in rural Tennessee where there's no hospital. All right. Thanks for listening, you guys. Hope you. I hope I was able to help you.